This is where I'm going to do my shelterwood harvesting. There's actually, I found 3 or 4 more big pine trees. And they're all probably 250, 300 years old. So we're going to see if we can make some more of them. Haven't found any larch in these plots yet, though. I've only got one more corner to flag off, and then... So something tells me I'm not going to have to... Or not going to get any larch from this plot anyway. We'll see. I have a new stream to cross. I guess it's floods. How am I going to get through that? I have rubber boots on, but they're not that deep. Let me see. Let's think about this. See if there's anywhere further up here we can cross. So the first one took me a little longer than I expected, but this is the way that it goes sometimes. Balsam fir traps everywhere. And yeah, it's going well so far. Almost done. 2 down, 2 to go. I don't think I'm going to get to the other 2 today. It's already 1 o'clock. I haven't stopped to eat yet, and I got to be out of here by 3 or 3:30 before the sun sets. So it's a nice day for it, though. What is it, 9, 10 degrees probably? Beautiful day for it, but that said, you can't always get what you want. I got 2 of the 4 totally marked out. It's going to take a long time to collect that data. I assigned myself 1 day per each plot, so hopefully that'll be enough. I don't even know that now, because that's a pretty long time. There's a lot of trees, and a lot of them are small or whatever, and are going to have to be taken or spaced anyway, but I think I'll only collect the treatment plot and not the control plot, because the control plot is not going to change. I can get that data later, so we'll have to see what time allows, but ought to be a fun time. Next, I brought some stuff for camp, so I'm going to head up there. I got to go in this direction anyway, and then we'll see where things go from there. Wow, look at that. You have to be pretty careful going across this. It's pretty wild weather. I have to keep an eye out on these logs and see how they age over time, because that could get pretty icky pretty fast. Alright, which way do we go? This way. I know that I don't want to fall in, so maybe this one is down. I don't know, those are some pretty nasty rapids. Not exactly rapids, but you know what I mean. Oh no. They're just... they're there, but they're just there. Look at that. Some pretty high water. Water's going to be nice in about 200 years from now. No, not 200, maybe 30. So I'm glad that I've got lots of water here. We're only probably 15 minutes from camp, so we'll make it. Just gonna have to not fool around when I get there. And bridge number 3. It's kind of creating a an aeration place. Alright, and we're over. Onward to camp. Let's play Where's the Fire Pit? That's an axe handle there. And that's ice. Oh man, this is going to be a fun spring. So let's see what we can do. That's a piece of wood. Yeah, okay. I think I'm going to cook just on this table stump that I have cut, because it's the most stable place. Soup for lunch again today. So one was pretty small and I was still hungry, so I got two today. Should be boiled in no time. But yeah, this is what I had to bring up to camp today. This is a box full of tinder, and there's a box full of kindling. Wait, kindling, tinder, kindling, whatever. Kindling, bigger kindling. And so I dried them in the house like they were dry. Dry. And then I split them up and I put them in waterproof things. So they'll only be damp and not soaked. Why is it all boiled over, you say? Well, I don't know. I went and I put the soup in as the water was boiling, and then all of a sudden it was all over everything. So I think it's like when you're making sidekicks, you gotta be really, really careful, because when it starts to boil it just goes ape like crazy. So the way that it looks right now, I won't be able to get things done today because I'm also out of flagging tape. So even if I had the time and the energy and the, availability to do it today, I wouldn't be able to get it done because I ran out of flagging tape. I had like a whole roll, but like they're 20 by 20, and then you're gonna make. So I did 4 of them, and then I feel like it's better to do the coppice somewhere in here, just so that it's closer. There's plenty of hardwoods, but they're all white birch, but that's fine. Like, I don't need sugar maple coppice. I don't know. I'm getting kind of sleepy. Sat down there for a minute and really quiet. Really, really quiet and nice. And so that makes you kind of sheepy if you just did a whole bunch of walking. So I'm going to take it easy and head out of here relatively soon. I think it's like 10 to 2 now, so before too long. My goal was to get all 4 done today, but that's not going to happen now, so I can't think of anything really else to do up here. I should have brought a shovel. That's what I should have brought, so I can dig out the camp. There's the fire pit, and then there's all the snow that's on it. And this is after 20 millimeters of rain, like 10-degree temperatures overnight. I do have an idea for how I'm gonna set it up so that it lasts. It's basically, let me see if I can show you. So have poles going up, right? Dug into the ground going up there. Then have one ridge pole, and then have them on an angle going that way, and last them all together and make a solid, rigid kind of structure. And so hopefully that'll do the trick. Right now, this ain't doing the trick. It's not even really keeping stuff dry. It's leaking, I don't know if it's leaking through the tarp or if it's just damp or the rain came in from the wrong direction or what happened. Now the splitting wedge is, the splitting axe is the splitting maul is frozen in the ice. And I don't know where the axe went, because that was here too. Where can I set up the camera that we might be able to do this here? Success! Kind of. Look. Isn't that ridiculous? I'd say that's ridiculous. And it's mostly free. Oh wow. Just like new. Shouldn't have done that. ETC. How much ice there is on top of my tarp right now. It's gonna be a interesting adventure. I found the other axe. Let's go break it free. First, let's admire. How mental it is. All right, you're freed. There you go, both free. Well, I reclaimed some of it anyway. But I'm going to leave those things under the tarp this time. Rather than on top of that, I'm going to take this back, make sure it's sharp, clean a little bit of the rust off of it. And I was trying to find my fire steel. I don't know where it is. It's probably somewhere here or around here somewhere, but I'm not gonna dig through the snow for it. Thought it might be here accessibly. But yeah. Check what time it is. 2:11. Alright. There's the west. Oh, you got some specks on you. Oh, that's way worse. It's not as bad. Alright, well, 2:11. I'm going to pack up here. Head out. I brought up the wood. So maybe if I come up here this weekend, I'll bring a shovel and try and reclaim this and then set it up and have a fire or something. We'll see. If I can bring a shovel and dig out the fire pit. But now that I have dry wood up here, and that should stay dry, then we'll see where it goes from there. Alright, time to get out of here. I think I have everything. Everything I came with anyway, except for the wood. And I'm leaving up here. Ice the 2 axes, and then what else? I got the knife that I'm taking back, so I'll be nice to get back home. If only I brought more food. More food that isn't soup. So I drank all that. It's not really that filling. I mean, it's filling, but like also not necessary at 8 degrees Celsius. It's nice at -12 and -20 and -4 even, but +8. It's not just not necessary. I think my feet are wet, and I think what happened is that the snow got in the top of my boots and then melted, and so voila, wet feet. But as long as I keep moving. See, some of this stuff is flooded because of all the rain that we've got. And there's deer tracks through here. There's deer tracks. I've seen so many deer tracks today. Wet, packy snow and slippery. Alright, we'll get out of here. We were more than halfway there. And then I realized I don't have my phone on me. And I can't leave it in the woods. Just all willy-nilly. Fudge. Felt like I was forgetting something. To make the walk quicker, leave that and that there. And let's go this way. Maybe I should bring the machete, just in case. Made it back to camp. It is now, what time? Left at 2:39, it's now 2:52. Should still make it out by 3:30, and there's my phone. That's quite the walk. Now, I'm going to put this in my pocket and zip up my pocket and then not think about it until then. Whew. Phone is in that pocket. There you go. Zipped up. Zippity doo dah, zippity day. Back to go the way that we came. Doesn't really rhyme, but I'll go with it for now. So I don't know why, but for some reason I'm thinking about that new Dairy Queen commercial that's out. It's not fan food, or it's not fast food, it's fan food. And I'm thinking a nice DQ burger would be very tasty right now. I never crave fast food, I never eat fast food. But for some reason, that would be delicious. I think I'm hungry, and I'm hydrated, but I'm tired. So, getting back, get some pogos or something. Anything, chocolate cake, chocolate bar. That's the one thing I didn't do today, is bring chocolate, which I should have. This snow is probably 15 to 20 centimeters deep, and it's all wet and heavy snow I'm walking through, so. I do have a flashlight on me if it gets too dark, but I think we should make it out before. There's a place where I had to go and cross that meets up with this trail, this ATV trail that's carved through the property, so I'll just take that out once I get there. And I was almost there, or I was close to there anyway, prior to having to come back here. So I should make it before it gets too dark. I'm just following my tracks, that way I don't have to look where I'm going. In case I get confused, because everything looks the same. That's the thing, when you're tired, or dehydrated, or hungry, or whatever, and you're in the forest, all forests looks the same. Doesn't matter if you hung flags, because I don't know if I told you that, but I almost got lost coming out of here the night that I attempted my overnight, and I had the flashlights, I had the headlamp, I had the GPS, I had everything you're supposed to have, and still almost got lost because I was hungry. And I was a little anxious because I couldn't get a fire going, and it's dark and nighttime and animals. And now I know there's hardly any animals up here. There's like rabbit and deer and the odd bobcat that walks through. But I think mostly the coyotes stick to the crown line and up on the crown lands where there's not any human activity. But yeah, so I almost got lost coming out of here. I was like, well, I was going to go back to the camp after I couldn't find my way out, and then I couldn't find the way back to the camp. And the GPS, I would plug in a waypoint that I put in, and it would say, hey, congratulations, you're there, after like 25 seconds of not moving. So, like trying to get my bearings, like looking around in a circle, and say, congratulations, you're there. But then when you go to click on it and set it in the first place, it's like 30 meters or 65 meters away or whatever. So that was useless in that situation. Oh well. Made it. And we're back on the trail now to get out. And as long as I can cross the 3 rivers again, we should have no problems. Back to where we stopped. Onward. That says 308. 1508. There's the scar from that little band-aid. Yeah, not so little of a cut. What happened was I was being dumb and the knife slipped and it went all the way to the bone. So, be safe. Whatever you do, be safe. So that's it. We're almost done here, and it's almost time to say goodbye, good night. It's almost time to say? I'm thinking of Bear in the Big Blue House. Anyone know that show? Are there any viewers that know that show? That was a good day. I'm glad it didn't rain all day. I'm glad we had sun. But if I'm gonna do this, like, properly and finish it all before the end of the term, I need to be out here on more than just one day a week. I need to be up here on the weekends as well, and I have to crank it up a notch. There's the ATV trail down that way, and then this is where I'm going. Oh! It's an old wood road, so the stuff is so compacted that it doesn't drain. The water doesn't drain, so when it rains and it snows and then it melts, it has a really hard time draining. And you get lots of sitting water. For frogs though, they like it. See, this is what I mean. A couple of larch trees. A couple more over there. So there's some, but I really like more. Another one there. Another one there, and there. And you get the idea. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.